Hi guys, hello. Join in, just letting people come in. Hi, just letting people come in and I'll introduce who I am. Just giving others a chance. Can you guys hear me perfectly? Just say yes if you can. Hey, hi Riz. Hi guys. Can you guys hear me perfectly or just say yes if you can? Okay, cool. I'm just letting people come in and then I'll introduce who I am and why I'm here. Hi guys, hi. Hey people. Okay, I think I should begin, I guess. Cool. Hi guys, so my name is Faida. I was a LISOF student back, I graduated 2016. I won the ready to wear collection at LISOF. My brand was called Aura. So that's who I am. Right now, I'm gonna interview Rana, who is an influencer, designer, as well as a stylist, and she does a lot of other PR stuff. So I'm so excited, guys. Like you're in for a treat. Okay, I think I'm gonna add Rana in.
Hi, Faida.
Hi Rana, how are you?
And hi, everyone. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Really
Your eyeshadow
excited.
looks great, by the way.
Thank you. So does your side too. Look good.
Thank you.
Oh God. Should we tell people like that we actually know each other? We've went to school together.
I know. So actually, we were at LISOF at the same time. We used to
Yeah.
go on McDonald's dates, SA Fashion Week dates.
With Rosanna. She's in here as well,
Yeah.
so the good old days. Guys, I miss college so bad. Those are
I
good
know.
days.
It was a simpler time, for
It
sure.
was really good. It was really good. So Rana, tell us about yourself.
So I'm RM Fashionary on Instagram, and it's basically my own brand.
Right.
I do influencer work for RM Fashionary myself,
Mm-hmm.
for many brands. This jacket I'm wearing now is something that G Star just recently sent me to promote on my
Oh,
Instagram.
awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I work with quite a few different brands every now and then, and besides that, I also do my own design sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I've previously worked for a PR company. I've also worked for the Sunday Times newspaper, and now I'm in the process of immigrating. So COVID
Oh,
kind of
okay.
was, but
Yeah.
yeah, waiting to see where that will take me in the international world of fashion.
Yeah. Hey, COVID is another story.
I
Like,
know.
guys, I know, I'm sure you guys can relate with COVID. COVID just changed our lives in a nutshell. But speaking of COVID, if I look down, I'm just reading questions. So that, yeah.
No
So
problem.
speaking of COVID, like how has COVID affected you as well as um, your approach to your work?
So it's in a big way. I actually
Yeah.
resigned from my job as a press office manager for a PR company, Cinnamon PR. I'm sure a lot of you know it. They do
Hmm.
fashion and lifestyle brands, and I finished off there in April, at the end of
Okay.
April.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have left and been in Canada now at the moment, starting off a new
Oh,
career, new life.
yeah.
But
That's so
my flight was
exciting
supposed
though.
yeah, yeah, it is exciting. I mean, it's a bit frustrating not knowing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose still exciting.
Yeah.
Um, 27th of May, I was supposed to have been gone, but obviously COVID's put that on hold.
Hmm.
Um, But I think it didn't really stop me in terms of my approach to work. I've just switched everything to be completely online. In terms of looking for jobs over there and making connections. I'm on a Zoom call with like people all the time, wherever I can, whoever's willing to chat to me so that I can build
Yeah.
my network over there. And I'm
Yeah.
also trying to keep in touch with people here because I mean, this is my base. South Africa will always be home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's just great that everyone's moving online, even though we have to be safe and work remotely, we can still all be in touch. So that's basically how I've changed my approach.
I mean, I guess we don't have a choice due to what's happening with COVID. We have to switch remotely with what's going on and keep up with social distancing. So,
Definitely.
guys, stay safe. And yeah, okay, I think I'll move on. So, why did you choose fashion? That's like one thing I think we need to know.
Yeah, so in my matric year, I actually entered a fashion show competition at my
Hmm.
old, and I won the fashion show competition. And I just knew that I'd always liked clothes, I'd always liked dressing, and I thought that why not go into that? And
Yeah.
my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time,
Yeah.
um, he also chatted to me about LISOF, and he actually took me to one of the graduate collection shows. And it was a fun date. It
That's
was
cool.
crazy,
That's so cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I thought that this is the place for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I applied myself, and then I just went from there straight
Then
into
next thing you know, you're at Lysol.
exactly.
That's really cool. So, why Lysol though? Why did you choose Lysol?
So I did explore other opportunities at different places, but I thought that LISOF was the best option because they had a lot of commerce in their degree,
Mm-hmm.
and other universities or institutes at the time, they only had like the design side of things. And I really
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go into media or marketing. Um, I knew it was something in the business sphere of fashion that I wanted to be in, and
Mm-hmm.
they offered the best curriculum for that. So that's why I chose LISOF.
Okay. I guess we all people that are interested in Lysol or fashion are sitting on the same boat. I mean, fashion fashion is like very widespread, I think. It just depends on what exactly people want to place themselves in, either if it's like the commercial side or the design side or,
Yeah.
the media as well.
I think a lot of people
So
don't realize there's so many aspects to
there's
it.
a bad space to it. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I guess a lot of people think that fashion is like a very easy thing, which I don't agree.
Well,
It's
you know,
like it's
I think
difficult. I'm not gonna
that,
lie. It's very tough, but I'll give you that the experience is like really amazing and it's worth the while, honestly speaking. So for you
definitely.
guys out there, go into Lisa. Okay, for I have another question. Surely discuss your studies. What did you study and what was your experience like at Lisa?
So my experience at LISOF was good, and I managed to do, as I said, the commerce side of things. So I went into media, marketing, and buying and merchandising as my majors, my main subjects.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The reason being because I wasn't sure which of those avenues I wanted to be in, but I knew it was one of those.
Yeah.
And up until second year, I really was into buying and merchandising, and then when I went into my third year, when we did experiential learning, which was like an
Yeah.
internship
Yes.
opportunity, I got
Yes.
placed at the Sunday Times.
That's so
Um,
cool.
it was quite an amazing opportunity and experience, and that was the world of media at my feet. So I just knew it was for me, and I went into that.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Okay, so how did your studies prepare you for the career you're in right now?
So, like I said, experiential learning was
Hmm.
in our formula. And it was a small component of our degree, but it was so important because it really it gave you the practical component of experience, which I think
Right.
is so necessary. I mean, I'm not sure if LISOF still does experiential learning as a subject, or you can have
I'm
some,
pretty sure they do. I
yeah,
think
with
so.
the
Yeah.
components and opportunities.
Yeah.
They always do give you lots of opportunities.
Yeah.
Um, it placed me in the real working world, which is something a classroom can't teach you.
Can't give you exactly.
Like, even if you go to all your lectures and you study all your notes, pass all your exams, it can
Yes.
never give you the practical of really working in the industry. So I think it's just something that changed the game for me. And in in essence, it created a network of people for me. So it was the
Mm.
beginning of my network. And
Mm.
when you're working in fashion, the biggest thing you need to do is network. I mean, I think a lot of careers and
They do
different
advise
professions,
that
yeah,
network is the
the
most
network is
important
like,
thing, the number one
exactly,
thing. Yeah. I
yeah, but
mean, like that's the only way I think you can actually get to any industry, even with fashion. Because I mean, how are you gonna get into like work, if it's like an entry point? You do need that network to help you build up your career at some point. So network is very, very important.
yeah, exactly.
Very.
And then when
Yeah.
I went into that internship, I did it 3 weeks and I did it
Yeah.
unpaid. Um,
Yeah.
I'm super positive, and I just really wanted to work hard and show people my work
Mm,
ethic. I made sure I saved all those contacts on my phone. And when it came to the end of it, like November that same year, I finished my last exam. And the
mm-hmm.
Friday, someone from Sunday Times contacted me and she was like, "We need someone to start on Monday. Can you start? We
That's
like your work ethic."
that's
Uh,
cool.
it got me
Yeah.
in. From there, it just
Yeah.
grew and grew. So it really
Yeah.
helps going and getting the experience and making sure you keep hold of the connections of all the people.
Mm-hmm. Also like leaving like a good mark. I think that's what helped you as well. Because I've known you to be like a very hard worker, so I think you left like a good mark on the end. So I'm pretty sure I'm not surprised, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. So the next
This is why
question is,
we're friends.
hey,
This is why we're
sorry,
friends.
exactly. Keep good network, guys. So, what's the importance of the internship program, like the experiential learning program? I
So
think you
as
kind
I
of
said,
answered that,
it's,
but you can
yeah,
go further into it. Yeah.
it's just like building the network. So at the Sunday Times, when I built that network, I made a list of PR companies that I worked with. I made a list of designers. I made a list of influencers, of celebrities, of everyone that I could think of. And when I went on to my next job, I took that list with me because
Yeah.
it doesn't just stop there. You have to keep
Yeah.
building it going anytime, any space in your career, even if you're mid to senior, there's always going to be a time where you're going to need to network or connect with someone in the industry. So I think it's so important,
Mm,
even for students, just to like look left, look right, see who's next to you in class. Those are your
mm,
peers. They're going to be your
that's
network
true.
one day.
That's very
Make a
true.
list of their numbers, their email addresses. Um, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing that came out of that experience for me.
Yeah. I agree. I agree definitely. So what are the expectations versus the realities of the industry that you're in? Like basically, what's the best and the worst experiences that you've experienced during?
So I think a good and a bad thing is that the industry is small. So
Yeah,
the good thing is that you can learn to know everybody quite quickly.
yeah,
But it's small and it's competitive as well. So you just need to keep that in mind. You need to make a mark for yourself in the industry
mm,
so that
yeah,
you be remembered in people's minds. So I
mm,
think that's some of the good and the bad. Another bad trait I think is that people in the industry, when you're a junior, you don't get a lot of respect as you would when you're further on in your career. And I think
that's horrible.
as yeah, I think it's not with everyone, and I think as
Mm,
the generations go on, it's important to remember that you must treat everyone with the same respect
I
as you would
agree.
treat anyone else.
Okay, agreed. Yeah, I think some people could relate to being a junior and then you're not given that, but knowing yourself, you know what you want out of the programs you're going into.
Yeah.
You know that I need to achieve this so that I can get myself at this place. So it's just one of those things that you have to deal with. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah,
And we all start somewhere.
um, exactly. We have to start somewhere at some point. So for you to actually be mean to someone just because you think you're a senior, it's not nice. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's,
horrible.
and you never know how
Yeah,
the person may be able to help you as they further themselves in their career.
exactly, exactly. Okay, so what excites you about the industry, specifically in South Africa?
I think it's exciting that it's small. So one of the good and the bad things that I just mentioned, because there's a lot of opportunity for growth.
Yeah,
Um, and there's always new things coming in. There's always new designers, students at LISOF now. You're going to go on to be something amazing,
yeah,
um, and
definitely.
it's always growing. So
Mm,
that really excites me. That it's never stagnant. It's always there's something to add to it.
yeah, definitely. You basically just have to make the most of yourself at Lysoft. And Lysoft, one thing I've noticed is don't be afraid to show who you are and do what you can because the lecturers don't shy away to pick up that potential, and
No, they don't.
they immediately give you those opportunities when they can see like who you are and you're not afraid to show your talent.
Yeah.
Don't be doubtful. One thing I've learned at Lysoft, don't doubt yourself. Express those talents you have. Give it
And
all.
in fact, I'm so glad you mentioned that because
Yeah,
besides your peers being your network, your
yeah,
lecturers can also be
yeah.
such a great asset to you. If you make
Exactly.
yourself known to
Absolutely.
them and you stand out to
Absolutely.
them, they're
Yeah,
already career professionals in the industry. They can connect you
exactly.
with people who may have job opportunities. I know
Mm,
my lecturer in third year, uh,
yeah.
her name was Leora. She was a marketing lecturer. She actually got me my first job interview.
See.
Um, and it
Yeah.
was so good because she actually got called in for the position and it wasn't something that she was going to take. So she was like, I think you'll be a great
She
candidate.
can refer someone. Yeah.
So she referred me.
So guys, don't shy away. Express those
Exactly.
talents. Give it your all. Give it all your best. You just never know.
Yeah, and
Okay,
you're
so
going to
then
miss
next,
these days at LISOF where you have all the opportunities just at your hands. So
exactly,
just really grab onto it and hold on to it for as long as you can.
exactly. Okay, cool. So, I think that's the last question. Yeah. So, any advice for anyone that wants to join into the fashion industry, um, and advance their career,
So
basically in local and international, if needed?
I think in terms of that, it's
Yeah.
never a bad thing to stop. Like, actually, rather, let me say it like this: never just go into the classroom and open your book and think that's it, and go home and write your
Yeah.
exam and think now I've got my degree, I've learned what I need to learn. It doesn't end there.
Yeah.
Fashion is very practical, whether you go into the business side of things or whether you go into the design side of things. It's always very hands-on,
Definitely.
and that's
Yeah.
what you need to be like as a person. You need to be hands-on. You need to create, whether it's a blog, whether it's an influencer platform, whether it's going to work in a retail store, whether it's setting up a website, whether it's
Yeah.
designing for a friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go out and see what opportunities there are and just
Mm,
make your mark in your own way,
mm.
whatever it is. It doesn't end in the classroom, and wherever
Yeah.
you are in your career, you just have to keep on pushing forward.
You basically, like how we just keep saying, you have to make it yourself seen, if that makes sense. Like show people who you are. Like put yourself out there. Yeah. It may take a while, but the rewards comes in immensely at some point, but you just have to for you to reach those goals.
Of course.
And yeah. I know there's some people asking questions in the comments, so I think I'm gonna look for some questions.
If there's anything else anybody would like to know.
So someone asked, what did you do during your internship?
During my internship at the Sunday Times, I was an editorial intern. So I did
Right.
a lot of styling on set with the editorial team. So I was actually like the first one in. I'd have to steam all the clothes, make sure all the shoes are taped, ready for the models to wear, make sure that nothing happens to the clothes on set, be in charge of that, packing it up. So it was a lot of stuff that you basically start at the bottom. You don't
Yeah.
know what it is, but then you learn everything you need to learn. I used to write for the online website of Sunday Times. We did a lot of different work with different magazines within the company. So we did Wanted magazine as part of Business Day. We did the Sunday Times newspaper that
Right.
had a lifestyle section, those double page spread lifestyle section pages. And we
Yes.
did S-Mag. We did a quarterly magazine called the Edit magazine that was a high LSM magazine. So there was lots of opportunities where I got to grow in the different
Could
fields.
go, yeah. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
was a
now
lot of
magazine. Dang. Um,
research.
so, you know, I think this is a high school student. What subjects did you take in high school, and did you always want to start a career in fashion?
So in Matric, that's when I entered that fashion show competition and I knew this is what I wanted to do. But before then, I think most teenagers were all confused at the time.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so my parents and my siblings, they knew I was creative, but
Mm,
they just urged me to take on something broader because I was so unsure of what I wanted to do. So I did the normal subjects like English and all of that. And then I did science, bio, and art.
mm.
And yes, art was my favorite subject. And going,
Obviously.
going into that avenue of things, physics and
Yeah,
bio, I wouldn't say it didn't help me. It gave me different skills to be problem solving and to
yeah.
apply knowledge that I think is still relevant. But
So
yeah,
yeah.
that is the most impactful for me for a fashion career.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I
Put
think
that on.
it's okay not to know. You
Hey.
don't. It's okay not to know what you want to
Oh,
do.
yeah, you don't have to. I mean, it'll build up at some point. I mean,
Yeah,
some people change careers at some point, but
yeah,
but
exactly.
you're still in high school.
I think you
Um,
impacted your career, didn't you, Faida? How
yeah,
your pick was.
I don't know, it's like a whole switch. People would not even expect that. Like, I'm in information technology now, but yeah, it's
But
just
still
life.
going back to fashion,
But
I'm sure.
I'm still going in fashion though, because it's still like one of my passions at the end.
That's so cool.
Uh, Another question. Let's look. Guys can ask questions. Uh, Sorry, getting in the hang of this.
No, it's fine.
um,
This is my first live, so
um,
it's exciting.
how do you apply your creativity in your field? Ooh,
Ooh, that's quite
that's
intense.
like a
I think it's always so important just to be yourself and you adapt it to your work, whatever your work may be, whether you're a fashion designer or whatever.
mm,
You need to think if you're a fashion designer, you need to make sure you are looking at what your target market and what your consumer is also going to want. But also,
mm,
there must be part of you in your designs. You can't
yeah,
just put that part away. And
yeah,
then in anything you do, just make it known. Like when I was at the Sunday Times, I'd like to maybe do some flat lays on Instagram for them because I like that sort of thing and they knew that I liked it, so they'd ask me, can you help out with the flat lays for Instagram now and
mm,
then.
mm,
When I was at Cinnamon PR, I'd assist with flat lays, or I'd be constantly connecting with people in my own style of wording and writing, making connections with people in my own friendly way. There wasn't a rule to say, hey, this is how you must speak to someone. You just have to put in your own flair and spin on things, always.
So someone said, I think, oh wait, sorry. I think there's something wrong with the connection around the side, or is it mine? Guys, I think I'm gonna start the live again. Or is it my end? Oh, shucks. Okay. Let's wait for her to come on, and then I'll add her. But guys, ask questions in the meantime. Ask the questions, and I'll ask her, because it's very interesting with what she does in her career. Actually, I think I should start this live again. I'll definitely save it, definitely. Okay, I'll start it again. I'll come back with Ranaa again. Wait. What? When am I confused? Okay, sorry guys, I'm having a tech issue right here. Guys, I'm just waiting for Ranaa to come back. Okay, it doesn't look like she's coming. I'm just trying to get hold of. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. I have to cut short there. Ranaa's line has a problem. Oh, it looks like she's back. Okay, let me see.
So sorry, Faida.
It's okay. It's okay. I was like, what's going on?
My Wi-Fi completely went off. So.
Oh, no problem. It's fine.
We just had to reconnect.
I was just waiting for people to at least come up with questions, but it looks like people are joining again. I don't know if it will be weird for us to end it here, but
maybe we should say our goodbyes now. I think the questions were good.
Someone asked one question though. What was your first option before fashion?
I never had another option actually. I always just knew it was fashion. I know with a lot of universities like Wits, also you have to give a set of lists, like 1 to 3 options, and sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good.
Rather just saying goodbye to me. So yeah, you have to like say which one do you want to choose or which faculties you want to go into. With me, I just knew it was LISOF. I only applied at LISOF. I got into LISOF.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
I mean, it was fate, I guess, or should I say destiny, if that makes sense. It was meant to be. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't to have a backup plan, but
yeah,
I just knew that's what I wanted to do and I did it.
Okay, maybe we should end it here, but I want to say thank you guys for joining. I'm so sorry for the connection problems,
Yeah.
and
Sorry for leaving you
my
hanging.
tech expertise are not that great. Um, yeah. So, Rana, do you have anything last to say?
No, not at the moment, but just keep on doing your best at LISOF, and the world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster. Oh,
Definitely.
people are coming up questions now again.
Okay,
Um,
cool. Do a
do
few
you want to
more.
answer them?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool. What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part, okay, my most recent job was a press office manager at Cinnamon PR. And basically, what I used to do is get our clients featured in magazines or online platforms. For instance, Scotch and Soda was one of the clients at Cinnamon PR,
Yeah,
and I get them featured like in a Cosmopolitan, or when they were still around, they recently closed.
yeah,
Whatever magazine, like the magazine editors would come to me and say, "Hey, do you have anything to add to our pages?" And I'd be like, yes, we have like pink coats for your certain fashion spread, and then I'd put it in,
yeah.
or go to the physical stores and like source clothing that I think would go into their fashion spreads really well. And that for me was the most fun. I'd be like in the malls, interacting with people, the store staff. I
Mm,
really love to chat to them and see what clothing's out there and bring it back to the office and then send it off to the magazines to get featured in the mags. So that was a lot of fun.
yeah, that's awesome. There's another question. Who would you like to collaborate with in the future?
Wow, that's so hard. I'd like to collaborate with as many people as I can.
Mm,
I think it's the best way of networking as an influencer, as an industry person. I just, I can't single out one. There's
yeah,
too many of them. There's a lot that I've already collaborated with, and there's a lot more that I'd love to collab with,
love to
whether
collab.
it's in
I guess,
South Africa or overseas.
yeah. I mean, creativity is very fast, so I think that's very hard to answer. Yeah, I would agree.
100%. Is that a spider?
Um, yeah. Oh wait, there's one more. How was your experience working with Vichy Laboratories family?
Oh, that was amazing. It was a lot of fun. I got to delve into the realm of skincare, which was so
Mm-hmm.
nice. And really explore that side of creativity. And the brand was so good. In fact, it's been a year since I did the collab or began the collab, and I still use the face wash every day. And I use the face cream every day, the sunblock, and the just the daily moisturizer. It's amazing, and it's really kept my skin looking like clean and clear.
Right.
So it was so cool.
Hmm. Um, I think,
Wow, there's a lot of
sorry.
questions coming
There's
up
like a
now.
lot of questions. Oh, where can you what?
Asking.
Where can you go if you where can you go if you'd like to job shadow someone in the industry?
I think you should really reach out to your lecturers and see what opportunity. Well, this is if you're a LISOF student, right?
Yeah,
Um, those are the best starting points. Your lecturers, and they will put you in touch with people. But also just go online and see what contacts you can make. If you're
yeah,
interested in working for a publishing house or like a magazine or something, go to their careers tab, just send them an email and be like, hey, I'm currently studying, or tell them a bit about yourself. Send them a CV or send them some kind of cover letter, and just say you're interested, even if it's just working for free and gaining the experience. Do they have any opportunities for you? People
yeah.
are just human beings, and you just need to be human and reach out to them as well. And you
True.
never know who may reach out back.
Mm-hmm. Since you're a designer, someone asked, I'm not very good at drawing, but I want to apply to study fashion design. Do you have any advice?
I don't think you need to be excellent at drawing, to be honest. Faida,
Yeah,
you were in the creative sphere of things more so.
yeah,
There's a
yeah.
subject called creative
Creative
design.
design. Yes,
They literally teach you everything from scratch, like
yes.
how to even draw the model
In
that you are
fact,
drawing
if
on.
you weren't really good with drawing, they had, I don't know if they still have the subject, but they'd advise us to take visual design. So they'll give you like tips on how to start drawing. Um, in due time, your drawing skills actually quite improve because of visual design, and then you become more comfortable in creative design when it comes to sketching out your designs. So I know of
100%.
a lot of people that are not good with sketching at all, but they are designers.
And actually, practice makes perfect. And
Yeah,
YouTube is amazing. You can just learn
yeah,
anything on YouTube. I know now
yeah,
during the lockdown, I've been learning a lot of things just using YouTube and like finding my creative side again. But
yeah.
yeah,
How do you balance being an influencer, stylist, designer, and public relations? Sheesh, girl, it's a
yeah,
lot.
it's, it's a lot. And a lot of the stuff I actually didn't do at the same time. So now that I've left my job as a press office manager in the PR sphere,
Yeah.
um, while I'm waiting to hear about when I can immigrate and leave the country, I don't want to just be sitting. I don't want there to be a gap on my resume or CV. I want there to be something that I'm doing and keeping in touch with all my contacts. So I've just always been a very busy person, can never
Mm,
sit still. So I have been just reaching out to people and seeing if they need assistance or people reach out to me. So an opportunity came up for me to do a stylist job at Macro, which I actually got through LISOF. So LISOF has this portal where, as an alumni, you get access to emails of job postings.
wow.
So I remember
That's
it was about
amazing.
a month or two ago where I received this email for Macro looking for a stylist for one of their shoots. And
Yeah.
I put together a mood board and I sent it to the Macro team. They were really happy. And I got my first styling job at
Wow.
Macro.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, obviously, I've worked in styling in some other spheres before and I've helped people with styling. But this was my first one for Macro and it was really exciting. And yeah, I've got the job next week. So it's just
Yeah.
about being on the pulse of things and then
Mm,
time management. So I do influencer work and I'm doing the styling job. I'm looking for other opportunities all the time. I just make
mm.
a to-do list every day and I try and stick to it. And whatever I don't get to, I carry it over to the next day, prioritize and time manage.
So that's amazing, Rana. That's really cool, I have to say. Like people are even like inspirational. She's amazing. You did really
Yay,
well.
thank you.
Um, so someone, please name more questions. Oh, were your parents supportive towards your choice of fashion and advice? Would you give someone who doesn't have support to the career?
You know what? My dad is in the fashion industry himself.
Okay.
So he has his own label,
Mm-hmm.
menswear brand, and he actually brings in clothes from overseas and he wholesales it to people, resells it. So I think because of that, he was quite supportive, and so was my mom. Um,
Mm.
in fact, I had students in high school that used to come up to me and be like, "What are you going to study?" And I'd say fashion, and they'd be like, "Are you sure your parents are okay with that?" And I
Yeah.
felt so good
Yeah.
saying they are, but
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
people it may be a challenge. I
Mm.
think you just need to communicate with your parents and make them understand that this is what you're passionate about and you can be really
Mm.
successful doing it. You can be anything from a fashion designer, you can be in PR, you can be a stylist, you can be a
As you
buyer.
said, yeah, like fashion is very vast. It's not just, I mean, I don't know why people think that fashion is just like dress up and you don't do much. in
Yeah.
fashion at all, but it's really vast. It's a very big industry. I know it's small, but I mean in terms of what it entails in fashion.
Yes.
So,
And I mean, South
um,
Africa doesn't have to be your endpoint. You can start here and you can go global. I mean, look at
exactly.
previous alumni like Tebe and
Yes.
all of as
Rich
well as maybe
Ministry.
big overseas.
Exactly.
It's admirable.
Um, would you collaborate with a brand that doesn't meet your vision, and why?
I don't think it's a good idea to ever collaborate with someone who doesn't meet your vision because in that aspect you're not saying staying true
English?
you need to stay true to yourself and who you are as a creative. Even if it's for money, it's never worth it to just sell yourself for something
Yeah,
that you don't believe in. You just
agreed.
rather stick to what you know and what you like and what you support, and that will take you as far as you need to go.
I think it's also like being true to yourself as well as your viewers, rather than there's no point in doing something that you know it's not gonna like link up with your vision at all. There is no
Exactly.
point. So someone asked, what's your dream styling job?
Wow. Hmm.
It
That's a tough one.
catches.
I don't know. I like the opportunity to be able to work with as many brands as I can. So I get that experience on my CV. I get to build that relationship with that person.
Right.
I don't think I have one brand as a dream, just like I don't want to collaborate with just one person. I'd just
Yeah.
like a whole vast array of them.
Yeah. I'm sure there will be that one good person, like inspirational, that you do collaborate with and style. I'm sure it'll come.
Yes, I'm sure it will.
How do you stand out from other competitors?
So that's it. Stay true to yourself. That's exactly what we just said.
Yeah.
Um, that's the biggest thing you can do and the best thing you can do. It doesn't help if you're trying to be like the rest. You have to stand out from the rest by being yourself.
Yeah. I think we're running out of time, so I'm gonna have to cut short. I'm so sorry, guys, but you know what? Thank you so much for joining the live. This was very informative and it was really fun talking to you, Rana. Like
Thanks so
I'm,
much,
I'm
Faida.
sure you've inspired a lot of people on here. People that are also planning to join the fashion industry as well as joining LISOF itself. So thank you guys for joining, and make
Thank you,
sure
guys.
you catch Rana on her Instagram.
It,
And
it
see
was so
you
much
guys.
fun.
It was fun indeed. Okay,
Okay,
see
see
you.
you soon. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye guys. Bye guys.